Welcome back to ZBFK, and this is Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy. It's a nice heresy. So, without further ado, let's begin. I'm just going to watch it and then talk about it while we're watching it.
Amidst the shadows of the Imperium, every secret exacts a price. Be wary that you do not pay with your soul. Well,
I hope you can do that in the game where you can just scan around the area. I saw this one a little bit. Yeah, I did. I decided to watch this one first before recording it, and I realized, yeah, I should record this for the channel. Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, I do hope we can scan around the area like this. That looks pretty good.
With your soul. Welcome to War.
Because you can spot certain things in the
Warhammer
corner.
40,000 Dark Heresy. Dark Heresy will be the second Owlcat Games installment in the Warhammer 40,000 universe.
If you haven't played Rogue Trader, I say look it up and maybe give it a chance. I might do a playthrough for the channel. I haven't decided yet. There's so many games running around that I'm not really sure about. I don't want to commit to a very long series without really liking the game first.
Developed by the same team, each title tells a completely different story within the vast and endless warfare of the far future. In Rogue Trader, you are a privateer, master of your own vessel with wealth, influence, and an entire sector in the palm of your hand. In Dark Heresy, you are an acolyte.
I like the fact that they're making a difference between the two of them. Rogue Trader was basically you were on an adventure, trying to find new places, things, all set in the backdrop of the Warhammer 40k universe. It was a nice exploring game. It reminded me of a JRPG.
In the service of an Inquisitor.
And a combination of a JRPG and XCOM, because it had that turn-based style of combat, similar to XCOM.
An operative with no grand armadas, no vast resources. You pursue your goals in the shadows, serving as a tool in a secret war against corruption from both without and within. In contrast to the Uncharted.
I like the fact they more or less, I wouldn't say copy-pasted the assets. They more or less had the assets left over, probably, and it's like, yeah, let's do a Dark Heresy. Let's do a Inquisitory look at it. And the Inquisition in the Warhammer 40k, in case you didn't know, is kind of dark and evil, but here's the thing about them. They're extremely necessary type of an evil, because without them, the entirety of the human race would fall. And it's basically, I'm excited to even just play like a little bit of that, just to get that feel of, we might be the bad guys, but we're the bad guys who are protecting humanity. And that's an interesting story to tell.
In Coronis Expanse, you'll be exploring the heart of the Calixis sector. Once a shining beacon of the Imperium's might, it now rots from the inside, isolated by the Great Rift. The
reason I say the bad guys is because you take certain extremes that we probably wouldn't see as good nowadays, but at the same time, their actions have positive consequences, so you can't really get too mad at them for it.
The world of Scintilla teeters on the brink of collapse, and even the walls of the Bastion Serpentis conceal treacherous secrets. In this place, the darkest corner of the Imperium, weary investigators are driven by duty and desperation. Fear, paranoia, and madness shadow every step.
I like that they're letting you know what the possible game. They have Ogren, they have this dude, who looks like a jungle fighter. I forgot what. Oh, yeah, I know he had an artificial leg. I was not looking at that. He has an artificial leg. Huh. That's really cool.
Dark Heresy encapsulates this in a gritty detective-style story that unfolds in a universe drowning in lies and decay. You will face the looming threat of the Tyrant Star, a mysterious anomaly, an ever-shifting celestial horror that materializes without warning, plunging entire worlds into madness and destruction, obliterating billions in its wake. Prepare to confront the
I do like the design. I like this is a Chaos Space Marine.
Mr. Night
Don't know what
Lords,
chapter.
masters of fear who strike from the dark.
Oh no, it's the Night Lords. I don't think they're technically considered Chaos Space. They're considered heretical, but they're not straight on Chaos Space Marines. They are something kind of neutral, if that makes any sense.
This, never for glory, only for terror. How are these
I shouldn't say neutral, they still kill humans regularly.
related? It is your duty to find out. Your convictions shape your path. Puritans cling to strict imperial doctrine. Radicals seek to wield the weapons of the enemy, believing the ends justify the means. Every choice entails sacrifice. Every mark leaves a stain. Uncover the darkest secrets of the Imperium Nihilist.
That's pretty good. Oh, by the way, the Night Lords, I'm not really sure about those. I'm starting to think about it. Because Bricky said it in his video, and he might not be 100% on those. Because again, he said, I just do it with the memes and stuff like that. So yeah, it might be a little bit off. But let's go back to that a little bit, though.
Secrets of the Imperium Nihilist within the Calixis sector. But do remember, innocence proves nothing.
That is such a good line. Okay, so what I like about this is I like the mystery of the Night Lords being added, and also this
plunging entire worlds without warning, shifting celestial horror in lies and decay. You will face the looming threat of the Tyrant Star.
The Tyrant Star. That is an interesting aspect to me, because I've never really heard too much. I don't know too much about Warhammer 40k lore, but I never heard something about a particular star or anything like that. I actually really like that they have this overarching mystery that they're going to have you focus on. Instead of just having one big bad guy that they're going to have you fight, they're going to have you look at this overarching mystery and try to figure it out. Which makes perfect sense, because you're the Inquisition. You're trying to hunt down heretics and chaos-influenced people and evil aliens. Just, you're doing whatever you can by any means necessary to stamp out the forces of evil.
Mysterious anomaly, an ever-shifting celestial horror that materializes without warning, plunging entire worlds into madness and destruction, obliterating billions.
So, another thing, on the Night Lords. That was also a good idea. They are kind of famous. And I do like the designs of the different aspects of this game. I am very, very... And innocent proves nothing. That perfectly summarizes them. Overall, I think the game looks good at the moment. Like, Owlcat has gotten a lot of positive reception from their games, and I don't see anybody getting ready to I don't know about this one. Everyone's on board with it. Everyone's excited for it, and that's the gift of having a good reputation. That's the gift of being respectable to the customer, of giving your customer good content in video games. That is what happens when you have a good relationship with your customer, or as I like to call them, fans. Because if you just bought one or two things from them, you'll be a customer. But if you regularly buy stuff from them, if you regularly talk about them, if you regularly go to their stuff and check for updates, and you just buy a lot of their swag and a lot of their other things, then you become a fan. And fans are... How do I put this? Fans are incredibly important, because they convert other people into being fans, or other people into being customers, by giving a good word of mouth. And if you are nice to them and you give them great content, not only do their numbers grow through good word of mouth, but they keep buying your stuff. They keep committing to you. They keep staying loyal to you. All you have to do is make good content, good games, and not say anything too wild on social media. It's hard to believe, but not everybody gets that. Well, here's to many more good games from Owlcat, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is CH4K. This has been Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy. If you want to see more Warhammer 40k games that are upcoming, check out Mechanicus 2. I did a video on that one. It's on my channel somewhere. And I also did one on Dawn of War 4. I'm excited for that one as well. I'm actually kind of curious to hear more about it, but I'm going to be very patient with that one. Let them just roll that out as they go along. There's also a video of that on my channel as well. I might have put it at the end credits of this video, but if it's not, it should be right after this video. Anyway, it's nice chatting with you. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.